Alright, hello there Netrunner fans. We're coming at you from a game from Adelaide, GNK Game 2 in the first round, from all the way back in May. Regionals got in the way, okay? Joining me in the co-commentary box of the internet is Odie.
Hey all, how's it going?
Alright, we already did Game 1, and we're itching to see what happens. Mitch on the right getting a bit unlucky, getting burned down by Seb's Blue Sun kill. It looks like we're now going to be seeing some near-Earth hub, something Mitch is definitely infamous for. And Hayley Kaplan.
Yeah, he loves his hub. I think it was a good night sweet Prince call when he set that down after he decided it was no longer winning.
Yeah, well, he beat me enough with it, so definitely became an absolute expert piloting his rather unusual version. But it did really work, because, you'd sort of think, oh yeah, it's just this thing, and suddenly all these other things happened, and you just lose. And it was glorious. I mean, really annoying, but glorious.
I really enjoyed as he shifted it and evolved it, the way it took on turtlebacks and then tech startup. I'm not
Yeah,
sure if we'll see tech startup at this stage. I can't recall whether it was legal at this
I
point.
believe the legal was Breaker Bay at this point.
Okay, tech startup in that?
I think Tech Startup was in the Valley, so yeah, it's legal.
Yeah. So we might see some of that.
Yeah, I think
I
this
do
will
like the
probably
interaction.
be.
If you've got one turtlebacks down, and you can lay down a tech startup, you get a credit for the tech startup, and then
Yeah,
at the start of your turn that into a turtlebacks, you've paid for your turtlebacks.
yeah. And if you've
Really
already got
nice.
multiple turtlebacks out, you're getting all the
And you
turtlebacks, all the card draw.
and the card draw of NEH is just superb. If only Jinteki could get that out of that just bloody NEH.
uh,
Nah, I didn't see what that was, but it wasn't
yeah,
good enough for
it
either of
was
them.
well too high. So yeah, they're both
Maybe
going to
you need
shuffle it in.
a focus zone there, Ethan, to just you want to flash cards, guys. It's got to be over here.
Yeah. Yeah, just put a couple pieces of cardboard up, so look, here is where the camera's seeing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you still have not successfully flashed the camera.
Oh God. It's all right. The camera hates me. I can't even get cards into it, but every time I'm on there, I lose. So I'm waiting for that upload. Tale of two I've had worses.
Yes. No, I'm pretty sure everyone on the internet who's watching this has probably already seen that, 'cause that's going out. We're recording
I
this
hope
on
so.
the 4th of August. No, too high, Mitch.
Missed,
Too
Mitch.
high. Too high, Sam.
Sorry,
Come on, kids. But
guys.
yeah,
We need a
no.
zone. I see a Ghost Rider in Seb's
Short gamble,
hands. Sure
Claude.
gamble, Magnum.
So it's probably stealth. But yeah, no, we're recording this on the 4th, and I'm intending to upload on the 7th. So,
Sweet.
see what happens. Anyway, so it's going to be install.
No fear from the near Earth hub in the HQ. Seb draws. Second sure gamble.
Yeah, that's going to provide a really strong opening for Hayley Kaplan. Ooh, get rid of that.
Tech
There's the
startup,
tech.
is it?
There's the tech. Oh,
Secret
okay,
tech.
so this is why you sure gamble
Sure
before
gamble on
you run,
one.
or draw on one. Like, that's also
Second tech
acceptable.
startup.
But you
Down
want to
you
sure gamble
go.
before you do anything, 'cause
Now you
otherwise
got to
all
go
that
click,
happens
click to
is,
get the damn thing.
yeah.
No,
Oh, and
click, click, click.
he's putting more things down. Oh no.
Ah, Seb, backwards. Sweeps, yep.
Yes, that's actually like, especially with Hayley, because Hayley's going to want to use more than one credit. Like, he's using a Hayley Kaplan variant that I tried when Hayley was first released, which is essentially stealth, where everything, literally everything in your deck, almost everything, is one credit. So you can really easily, like, use and abuse her ability. And you sit there and you're just like, yeah, I'm set up in 3 turns, as long as you can get, like, a
Nice.
short
Click,
gamble.
click, click, gamble from Seb. This is the problem. He's blunted Mitch's startups,
Hmm.
but he set himself back a full turn
Yeah, and that's the thing, that could have
by not playing one card.
just as easily been, hang on.
God, Biotic. Is that Astro? It's got to be Astro.
Probably Astro.
Bang.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Yeah. I can't imagine
Yeah,
him doing that
you
if it
wouldn't.
was a Beal.
You wouldn't burn that on a Beal, no.
Yeah.
Come on, take it.
All right. So that's gonna
So now
hurt.
Mitch is about 3 turns ahead.
Yeah. Play the second sure
Run.
gamble. Because just in case you hit something like a marked accounts, you want to be able to hit. You want to actually
NAPD.
be able to burn things down.
Wrap around. Yeah, no, you need the extra. You need the buffer from gamble to
Yeah.
take the NAPD and still run confidently.
Yeah, and I would also definitely consider running R&D here, either sap the rest of his credits, because I don't think there'd be anything in... Oh no.
Oh, there's the
I was
NAPD.
about to say I don't think there's really anything in hand, but I wasn't strictly wrong. NAPDs might as well not be in
Steal it.
hand. Yeah, and that's a good
Yeah.
steal. I mean, he's still got
Steals. He's got
5.
gamble.
He's still
Play
got
it
5.
now.
Yeah.
Still threaten. There it is.
That's good. So Seb's
Yeah,
still in the driver's seat with a bunch of cash. Mitch definitely not in the driver's seat with not a bunch of cash.
Mitch's deck doesn't fear going to 0.
Yeah, but it still does give windows. I remember we had a conversation just after, I think it was like one of the last iterations of his deck where he kind of where he put Little Engine in it. He specifically said there's no ice in this deck, and the entire reason I don't lose is because you being the runner dig R&D and miss. And it's an interesting point because there's not much ice. There's not really that much money until he gets set up, and if all this stuff gets burned down, he just sort of goes,
Bam.
yeah, and that's also another thing. Hayley's working it now. He's gonna check all the remotes, but
Cyberdex.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's actually really good to clear because we know he's running clots and all that. So
That's in hand, isn't it?
yeah, but he definitely wants to get rid of it, so Mitch can't trigger the Cyberdex.
Yeah. Ad comes online. Is that an Akamatsu?
Yep. Looks like it. And again, that's the thing. Hayley again with all the one cost stuff. Just all the one cost stuff.
So what's the blue one in the middle?
Silencer, I think.
Okay, so he's just holding back, looking for a second piece of hardware.
Well, the Akamatsu is a second piece of hardware. This turn,
Yeah, no, he's
he
got
just did
that.
it with
Yep.
the Magnum.
Replicator.
Yeah.
Magnum up.
Yeah, Replicator, again, a really strong Hayley hardware, because you can, especially things like R&D interfaces.
Check remote, no sneaky score for you.
Uh,
That's Jackson.
so he's going to let it be. Will he fire it? No.
Whatevs, come on.
But yeah, no, Hayley, especially with the Replicator up, you can R&D interface into an R&D interface, and that becomes really strong.
And inner remote. No.
No, I think getting the board set up here is good. Again, you want to try and like the same reasoning you try and install every turn as Kate, because you want to try and get the most out of your ability. Alright, so he's going to replicate Hayley, replicate the memship as well. You know, this is a strong start.
Man, such draw. So he's got 2 things on the board and his hand size hasn't dropped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's
I've never run Hayley.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm still not convinced it's better than Kate. I'm putting that out there straight up. I'm still not convinced it's better than Kate. The fact you've got you got to get more money.
I think Exile's better than Kate, but you know, Lone Wolf.
But yeah, no, Hayley still does. It poses a really good question to the corp. Can you outpace me, especially stealth Hayley, because you can get it set up so much faster than Kate. Because of all the click compression, you might run a replicator, you might run a personal workshop. If you've got enough cash in your deck, you can run a personal workshop. You can trigger Hayley's ability on the corpse turn. It can just snowball out of every possible proportion.
True. Got a question on the corporation side here, which is the Daily Business Show.
Yeah. With the
You gonna
Magnum
come
Opus
get
on the
that?
field, it's not so bad. I'd definitely go and trash it, but again, now it puts
Wasting
down...
a turn though. You're going click, click, run.
Yeah. But
That's no setup for Hayley.
I feel like I definitely... that's sort of worth it. Because Daily Business Show wins games. Just,
Yep,
yeah, just straight up
you
wins
do it.
games.
You definitely do it.
Alright,
In fact,
so
don't even waste time running the archives for the Jackson right now. You get rid of that Daily Business Show.
yep. Oh, he's going to run the other one
What's
first.
going on,
Oh,
mate?
wow, it's another DPS.
Okay.
Yeah, now it becomes a little more interesting.
Yeah. Set myself back 2 turns. Okay. No,
This,
chooses not to.
yeah, no, I still think that's fine. Again, because now, again, you're using most of that Hayley ability. And you're also thinning
Well,
your deck out.
looking at Mitch's credits though, he's going to get a bleed feed in from the pad campaign. He can DBS as Mitch is going to do. Look at 3, find the Astro, chain.
Yeah, I mean, if he starts finding Astros, it's not going to end well.
Well, has he?
Didn't look like it, but we'll see.
Mitch really does like this. He loves this situation. He's really happy here. He's got bugger all credits. He's got 2 daily business shows rocking.
Yeah, and it's exactly where his deck wants to be as well. Oh no, looks like he did
Double
find the
advance,
Astro.
bang, there. Chain.
Yeah.
Choo choo, catch up.
Yeah, now, see, that's the thing, and also Hayley doesn't, like, if Hayley can run now, sure, but, like, it's irrelevant. Like, you're going to get 1 access, maybe. I'd definitely start considering running R&D, but again, most of the agendas at this point are probably at the bottom.
Anything Mitch doesn't want you to have is, well, Jackson goes, ping.
Too high.
No, Mitch. too high, Mitch.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I'm sort of surprised Seb isn't considering dropping the clot down at this point. Like, just to force Mitch to purge.
Why is he that turn back? But he's still 2
Speaking
turns
of which,
down. The daily business, there's the clock. He's got no recursion either.
no, not on the board. I mean, we've got to assume he's got some in the deck, but
He's got to dig to it.
yeah.
So right now, in the driver's seat as Mitch is, what do? There's a clot down.
I'd probably just purge. I'd just straight up purge.
So if you draw into an Astro, what do? Keep it and purge?
I would. I don't know. I mean, personally, I'd actually put it on the bottom at this point. You don't
I
really.
don't know if I'd keep it. I mean, Seb's still setting up. He's not checking HQ.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. You know, as soon as you assume, oh yeah, he's not going to check, he's going to check.
True.
Of course.
But losing the Astro right now isn't the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh no, he's just gonna. Oh no, it's a turtleback.
Turtlebacks.
Gonna start this going.
Put it back.
Yeah, I don't think that's the worst. I can see a hedge in Mitch's hand. So if he can get to 5,
I
he
would
can.
have liked the Turtlebacks to come in a little bit earlier.
No, of course.
Like, losing 2 tech startups actually did blunt him a bit, but
Alright, now this could get interesting. Seb does now have a, what do you call it? He does now have
RDI.
the RDI. And he's Hayley, and he's got a replicator, so that can snowball fast if he chooses to do so.
And he's going to get through it with what? Assuming that's not a pop-up.
Assuming it's not a pop-up. I mean, he installed, Mitch installed it on first turn. So,
Could be a wraparound.
could be a wraparound. I'm not convinced there's much in it, though.
Oh no, don't leave the Turtlebacks.
Don't leave
That's the problem with Mitch's deck, is there's so many 4 trash things. You've got a Magnum.
Yeah. No, I think think Seb's definitely, like, he wants the money to set his own board up, and he's also now seeing this RDI.
Seb's dead. No, he's dead. He's got to get rid of 2 DBSs. He's got to get rid of 2 turtlebacks. At this point on, unless he just ignores everything and goes for lucky dig deep, and he's going to be pulling NAPDs and he's going to be pulling Bealies.
Yeah.
Yeah, second turtlebacks comes up.
Yeah, I think, honestly, actually think the thing that Seb actually wants to hit at this point is a breaking news, just to force Mitch to actually, like, blow a biotic or something larger on the on the 7th point. Definitely not impossible by any means, but it's certainly going to be at least slightly harder for him.
Another turtlebacks credits.
Yeah, so now Mitch can just do sort of whatever he wants money-wise.
Drop a hedge.
Yeah.
And he's still got to deal with that clot, so unless one of those is a...
So I have no idea what he's just called.
Oh, God. What do you call? RDI? Clone ship?
Yeah, clone ship. I'd probably say clone ship. So he's going to aggressively check these remotes.
Jackson stays.
Oh, there's the video cut. Alright, so he's going to just put more cheap hardware down. Again, that's fine.
Does he get his Hayley off that?
Yeah, he's... Looks like the mem chip and the silencer are installed.
Yep. You'd think a deck like that would really benefit from Inside Man.
Yes, when I was running it at first, I was running Inside Man, but I eventually realised that I sort of was like, oh, I've got Inside Man, I really don't have to care about other money, and then suddenly I realised that I was never drawing Inside Man, and I really, really struggled every time I didn't draw into him.
And I had a GNK with turtlebacks, and, 8 turns in, you draw your first turtlebacks, and you go, oh, man.
Yeah. And I think that's why Seb's done the right thing in relying on Magnum Opus, because you can tutor for it a lot easier, you can do all the other things, and it's just a lot more reliable. And it also gives you real cash with which you can trash things, you can use on breakers, that sort of thing. Whereas Inside Man, it's all well and good, but yeah, there's a lot more than just the hardware, I found at least.
Yeah, fair enough. And it's not like with the Replicator, he's not begging for money with that Magnum, MU with the Magnum, because he's got the Akamatsu's down.
He's got like 3 Akamatsus. Still no console. I mean, I can only assume it's like Astrolabe or something small like that. Again, Hayley loves that small stuff. Maybe there's not even a console at all. Although, again, I can't imagine him not running Astrolabe or something.
Yeah, I think he'd be wishing that it had come down about 15 turns early.
Yeah, you can just draw through your entire deck. No problem. We'll see what Mitch does. I mean, Mitch still has to... He can't slip up. If Seb does drop a couple of RDIs, a breaker to get through to R&D, or maybe 2 breakers
so Mitch
now.
is covering that.
I mean, if the dig is deep
There's been
enough,
a lot of remote run and remarkably little central pressure from Seb here. We've got no res dice on HQ, no res dice on R&D.
Yeah, so it looks like his console choice is boxy. Interesting choice. I've never found myself...
I can see it because it works against Scorch Kills because you got the extra hand signs. With Hayley drawing a lot if you're replicating.
Yeah, my problem was the money. That's what I always had. I'd just be like 4 credits. I'd just look at it and just be like 4 credits. Jesus, it's so, ugh.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I've whiffed on punitive kills. Is that a purge?
Yeah, it looks like a purge.
Okay, so it's Mitch drawn into stuff. I was going to say, I've whiffed on punitive kills because they've gone, no, you're taking my 3-pointer. Here's a punitive, and here's another one, and they've gone, no, live. It's like, shit, Foxy. Uh, you know, 3 turns later, you go, hey, Nigel, can you take 3 of them? I said, no.
Yeah, not much anyone's doing about triple punitive.
Not that we're seeing that in this game.
No, I don't think so at all.
Sorry, so
Definitely.
back to focus. HQ interface?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not convinced he's got anything in
All right,
hand.
I don't think that's good.
He runs Red's
I mean, yes, he
wraparound.
purged, which says I've got an agenda, but with like all credits go fetch the Inti, I suppose. Kuroda? What is he relying on? The Ghost Runner credits?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on either.
Oh no, he's got a cloak.
Yeah, but you can't use that on Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, of course. For some reason I thought he had 0 credits before the run.
Okay, so maybe that was a preemptive purge. Mitch just flashed the hand. I didn't see anything that said agenda to me, but I might have missed it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Because I'm pretty sure he got the camera that time.
DBS. Maybe he's just feeling it. Maybe the deck's telling him it's coming.
Yeah, the theory is statistically, if you're digging
Stall,
3 cards every time, you're gonna get there
draw.
eventually.
Every 2 turns, you're going to see one.
Yeah,
1 in 5.
but no, it does look like he's finally hit.
Hey, there it is.
No tutors,
Still advance.
and it's an Astros. That's
Oh, God.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the death knell, because now it just means he can score off pretty much anything in his deck.
Still no recursion to pull the clock back. What do you do?
Dig for the clone ship, like dig R&D.
I dig R&D, I think, and that's why I think the HQ interface was a bad call.
Yeah.
Could have. Maybe he needed to. Magnum, dump the RDI, draw the second one. Come in the next turn, you see 3 new cards.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mitch wins this turn. Again, you're digging through 3 cards.
And he's had a lot of dig now.
Yeah, so much dig. I think he
There's
took a
definitely
biotic.
breaking news in that deck too.
Yeah, if he's got an NAPD in hand, he's also got it. I know, he's just...
Yeah.
Doesn't even need the biotic. A license acquisition. But no, that'll do it. The fast advance will overcome Hayley. It was setting up a little slower than I'm sure they'd like. Oh. So it was just a pop-up window over HQ. Oh, sorry, R&D. What am I talking about?
Too many installs for Hayley to get going.
Yeah, and that's always the problem, really. You sort of want to install a bunch, but then suddenly you realise that, wait a sec, I can't actually win. And then you lose, and ugh.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm not playing Hayley
Don't
anymore?
waste your time putting that shit down, just hammer R&D.
Definitely. Alright, so that's a couple of games. Went Splitsville in that double header, but obviously you guys at home watching one at a time. I thank Odie for getting on here, doing the co. It's always
No worries.
nice.
Cheers, mate. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you next week, probably with some new content. So I'll be going next week into Storm. That'll be the 13th of August, and I'll be doing some recording there. So we'll get that all out to you, and hopefully you'll see it when you see it, and we'll see you then.
Looking forward to it.